Hello, beautiful soul family. Rebecca here, your vibe mentor, bringing you another video on how to raise your vibration so you can live your best life. Wanted to chat with you today about seeing with new eyes. What would that mean if we were to see with new eyes? Well, the Buddha said, "You don't see me as I am, you see me as you are." And what that means is we tend to see our reflection more than we see the truth of what is around us. And we know from a psychological perspective that the beliefs are at the core of our existence. What we believe creates our thoughts create our words create our actions, and our feelings are in there too. I think I got out of order, but essentially it's this loop that everything stems from our beliefs. And it's especially true when we grew up with a challenging childhood, when we may have limiting beliefs or rigid core beliefs. We may believe that the world is scary or hard, that life has to be hard, or that most people are bad. And the truth is, that's a filter, that we're seeing life through the lens of trauma. And we are projecting our expectations on people. And our brain thinks it's helping to keep us safe from our past because it saw evidence of those things in the past. And so by projecting that onto the future, then we can anticipate and we can keep ourselves safe. The brain feels really smart. But unfortunately, what we don't realize is that it actually becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. We're stuck in this loop of core beliefs, creating the experiences that we don't want to experience over and over and over again. Different ways, different characters, seemingly different environments, but really at the core level, all stemming from the same place. And so what happens is we cannot assume anything anymore. We can't assume we know who is on the other side. We can't assume because you're a certain race or a certain age or a certain profession or a certain aura color or a certain astrology chart. We can't assume anything. Because at the end of the day, we all have been given authority. A very, very high level and massive amount of power and authority over our lives. Free will is huge. And that there's always a positive and a negative manifestation available to us. It's like the old parable of the grandfather talking to his grandson, telling the story. He told him there are always two wolves battling inside of us. And the young boy asked his grandfather, "Well, who wins?" And the grandfather said, "The one that you feed." We live in the dualistic world. There's always two potentials at least available to us. And our beliefs are going to drive us towards the outcome that we have seen over and over and over. And so the way to change this is to question everything we think we know. This is why the dark night of the soul can be so beautiful when you're on the other side of it. It allows us to see that nothing that we thought to be true was actually true. And those new eyes are actually the biggest blessing you may ever experience. It may allow us to start to see everything in its perfect divine order. That the narcissist is just reflecting our wounds. Or that the karmic twin flame is the mirror that helps us see and we don't love ourselves. So what if we decide to start seeing these situations and even these people as gifts instead of evil? What if we decide to own our responsibility of calling these situations and people into our lives? We not only start to take our power back, but we actually have access to the gifts that these situations are. That if someone is exploiting you and using you and manipulating and abusing you, you are the one to make it stop. And if someone seems to be everything you ever needed, everything you ever hoped for, everything you had desired for, then actually maybe we are the one that needs to become that. And I can say these things because I have lived them. I don't say it lightly, because in the midst of the narcissistic abuse, it feels like every ounce of life has been sucked from you. And in the confusion of, are they my twin? Am I supposed to go back? Am I running? Am I a problem because I'm running? All of these situations are mirrors to reflect back to us the resistance, the blockages, the opportunities for up levels and growth, the opportunity to take our power back. When we are willing to accept that we are the one to heal the wounds that opened us up to the abuse, that we are the ones that we need to fall in love with. The whole world changes when we start to see people as gifts instead of the one who ruined us or the one who took everything from us, the one who makes us feel worthy, the one who will stop the pain, the one who will finally love us the way no one else would. All of these come from a deficit within us. We can start to see everything around us as a beautifully perfect divine mirror that reflects to us where we have holes in our boat. The person who took advantage of us helped us see a need for boundaries and strength. The person who loved but left allows us to see how we abandon ourselves. As within, so without. We put too much pressure on other people to make us happy. Too much pressure on other people to solve our problems. Too much pressure on things to make us happy or to solve our problems. We put too much pressure on ourselves to make other people happy. Put too much pressure on ourselves to get value and worth from other people and other things. They can't fix our problems, and we're not supposed to carry their load. So all we have to do is take care of ourselves. This is the beautiful blessing and gift in this message, is life is a whole lot easier than we're making it right now. It's not supposed to be hard. That it really is none of our business how anyone else feels about us. That's their own shit. All we have to do is sweep in front of our own door. And how they feel about you has no relevance to you. It has nothing to do with your value or worth. It has everything to do with what's going on inside of them. It is not a reflection of you, but their own resistance and blockages and holes. That if everyone is out to get you, then maybe you're sabotaging yourself. It's time to see with new eyes. It is a whole new world relative to what they've told us. That everything around you is a mirror and a gift to help you see. And we can excel so quickly and move through all of the shit, the stuff that feels hard and all the ascension symptoms and all this stuff that seems to bog us down is an illusion. It's Maya. It's not real. It's our story. It's our perception. It's our interpretation. It's the meaning we give it. All of that is within our power. All of that is a choice. We can shift in a second to a new life as soon as we start seeing everything is perfect. Everything is awesome. Always. Nothing is out of order. Nothing is out of place. This is how we create the new earth. Sweeping in front of our own door, becoming stewards of our own energy, minding our own business, leading by example, loving everyone for their perfection and for the divine role that they play in this, healing ourselves, loving ourselves, stepping into our purpose, sharing it with others, holding space for each other. Together we rise. All right. I love you guys. If you want to continue the conversation, check below for more resources. I'll talk to you on the next video. Take care.